chance, and Gez says, how do you control your emotions? You don't. And don't let them control you. Most emotions comes from your thoughts. Change your thoughts, change your emotions. Look at things from different angles, changes the scenery, shows you a different picture of the situation, changes your thoughts, changes your feelings, changes your emotions. There are many emotions that comes to you throughout your life depending on what is happening and what you're encountering. And that is fine and normal. Emotions are there to be expressed. But the problem is that you believe that your emotions are an evidence of how things should be and how you should be feeling. A certain emotion comes to you, and you think because that emotion is there, that's how you should be reacting. You don't have to go along with the emotions that you receive. You don't have to go along with the thought that brings the emotions that you're feeling. You can go to the roots of it, change the thought by investigating more, looking at it from different angles, and different facts and different point of views will change your thoughts, and your changing thoughts will change your emotions. You don't have to put up or react in the way that the emotion is encouraging you or instigating you. But the problem is that when emotion shows up, you think that's the way it has to be. No, it doesn't have to be. You know what I used to do when I was a kid? It was a little crazy now when I look back at it. But actually, I know now why I was doing it. I never liked to be controlled, even with my own emotions. That's why when I was crying for some reason, when I was a little kid, for some reason, I don't know, I was scolded or whatever, my parents or something, for whatever reason, I don't remember. And when I was in front of the mirror trying to wash my hands and I was crying, it just comes to my mind. I look into the mirror and I say, let's see if I can smile. Right in the middle of my cry. And I'm crying, and then I would go. Immediately, I changed my mood because I wanted to show that I am in control of this world. The emotions that's going to affect me. I didn't know why I was a kid. Now I know. This very minute, this very moment, I know why I was doing. I knew it, I discussed it before, but it's a different take on it. I wanted to see how strong I was mentally, but that wasn't it. I wanted to be in control, or at least didn't want the outside forces and elements to control me. Because you cannot control anything in this life. I'm about 65 years old, and I've never been able to control anything in this life. I thought I have, and of course I've done my best for myself and my family to bring the best results, but I've never been able to control anything in reality, in actuality. So we are never able to control anything, but what we can do is to become that experienced captain that can make sure that his boat is not going to capsize because of the waves are hitting it. That's control. I can't control the winds from blowing. I can't control the waves from flowing, but I can become that experienced captain who can stop my boat from capsizing. That's control. To react in a way that you can in face of adversities and happenings, things that you cannot control. If you can keep your balance, that's control. Not controlling the events, but controlling how it affects you. and how what it turns you into, and how it can dominate you and you don't allow it. And that was perhaps the roots of my childish, not knowing yet instinctively wanted to be the boss of my life. Starting from that smallest thing, which was in the middle of my crying. See if I can smile. See if I can change my emotions. See if I can be the master of that moment and not let the crying or whatever was happening that was making me cry to actually give in to the cry and be in the crying mode. I wanted to be in control and control whether I want to cry or if I don't, I can stop it. And that's the spirit that we gotta all have. From that little child who at that age knew that I am the boss of my thoughts, the boss of my emotions, and I have to demonstrate that in the reality of life, which was as simple as crying for something, I don't know what it was, but I did show that my weird brain is capable of changing my emotions according to my decision and command. That's the whole thing. Don't even be controlled by your own thoughts and emotions, for thoughts are not your thoughts. They're just thoughts. They show up and bamboozle you, and then they create an emotion and you follow that because you think that's how it should be. It doesn't have to be. You can always be the boss and change your thoughts, change your emotions. And in the middle of your crying, smile and see you can. And then I would cry again. And then I would smile again. And I could see, yeah, it's not taking the best of me. It's not controlling me. I am controlling it. I have the power. I can do it. That's how I think I strengthened my brain. It was a training for that. A little crazy, but to this day, I like it. All right. Let's see.